So in this section we are going to discuss about the supports of the IPv4 and we will discuss about a little bit about the IPv6 because IPv4 we have discussed already in previous sessions, but in this session we will also talk about the some IPv6. So what we will cover in this use the appropriate tools to test the IP configuration, then troubleshoot the IP networks. After that we will discuss about the IPv6 addressing and the difference between the IPv4 and IPv6. And in the first section we are going to discuss about the appropriate tools to test the IP configuration. So for checking the IP address, all of us know about to checking the IP interface configuration. So for the exam here guys, IP interface configuration, when we talk about the IP interface, when the interface means the hardware or the hardware are connected in the network. When I will talk about the hardware means the network interface card, NIC. NIC may be the wired or maybe the wireless. Okay, wired or wireless, it's depend which type of the network interface card connected in your laptop, mobile or the tablet. So this interface have some configuration and these configuration parameters including IP address, subnet mask and the default gateway and the domain name. So IP address we have discussed already, it is belongs to the class A, B or the class C. And the subnet mask we have discussed already, subnet mask, default subnet mask for the class A and B and C is differ. For the class A is 250.0.0 and for B 255.255.0.0 and for C it will be 255.255.255.0. It's default gateway, default subnet mask. But there is some possibilities of the subnetting and the supernetting we have discussed in a previous sessions already. And the one more thing, inside the configuration you will get the default gateway. The default gateway actual the address of the router, the IP address of the router. So what happened, like when one system want to interact with the another system and when this system send a packet and packet reach to the switch or the packet reach to the NIC, network interface card, where it is going to be out, it will check this is belongs to the same network. If yes, then it will be forward. If having the different network, then it will be forward to the default gateway. Okay. And one more thing, the configuration you will see of the interface is domain name, DNS server. What is the DNS server? DNS server nothing like this is just converting the address of a server which is converting name to IP. Name to IP. What does it means? Like we are opening the browser and where we are writing the google.com, but google.com cannot be identified or cannot be seen or cannot be identify the computer, because computer to computer communication happened with the help of the IP address. But remembering the IP address for the human is a tough. So in this case, there is a server which is having the both information, name and IP address. Like google.com having the IP address for the example 1.1.1.1. So when I will browse inside the browser, when I will put the google.com, the request will go to the DNS server. That DNS server forward the tell the information to my client. The google.com is available on the 1.1, then the next request sent to the 1.1.1. In simple word, name to IP. DNS server is used to convert the name to IP, or you can say resolve. Okay, so DNS server is concept is clear. So these configuration can be provided to the interface in two states. One is the help of the DHCP server. The full form of the DHCP server is Dynamic Host Control Protocol. Either you can give the manual configuration or you can done the manual configuration. The manual configuration also called the static configuration. The static configuration means where the network administrator provide the IP address for the network interface card. So I will show you how you can do it, but first I am going to show you how you can check the interface configuration. So of course, when you just open the CMD command line interface, where you will type the simple command, and this command is ipconfig. Then you will check here, the lots of the information is there. Okay, so you will get the information related to the IP address, information related to the subnet mask, and the default gateway also available. Here is the default gateway. This is actually the IPv6, but IPv4 also is there. IPv4, this is the IP address, this is the subnet mask, and this is the default gateway. But you can see there is no information related to the DNS. But of course you can check the information related to the DNS. I will show you. Right now here is the another command is netsh. Netsh command is used to checking the IP address. The command is netsh interface IP show config. If you want to set the IP address getting from the DHCP server, then you will have to give the IP set and address. The Ethernet actually name of the interface, Ethernet 1, Ethernet 2 and Ethernet 4. So when I will run the netsh interface IP show command, netsh interface IP show, and then configuration. Not configuration, config. So now you will see here is the inside the double quotation written. This is the name of the interface. I have multiple interfaces inside my machine, like this is the virtual host only, this is the Ethernet, and this is the Ethernet 2. So once right now you can see here, you will find the information IP address, then the subnet mask, and then the default gateway, and after that you will also get the information of the DNS server. So this is the 8.8.8.8. This is probably used DNS server provided by the Google. If this is a public DNS server, you can use it. Similar configuration if you want to set the IP address to the host as using the DHCP server. So you can put this. Either you can, if you want to change the IP address by using the command line interface, then you can put the IP address by using this command. In Windows networking adapter, I name already I have told you the name is like different name has the different network interface card, like Wi-Fi, local area connection, Bluetooth network connection, loopback pseudo interface. Write this. Okay, So netsh command, I told you how you can use the netsh commands. There is some other commands for the scripting can be used. So scripting can be used, you will get the information or this by using the PowerShell. So PowerShell, all of you know how to use the PowerShell. So actually, yes, there is a PowerShell, this one, and there is a ISC also available. This is actually used when you don't know the full command like this get net adapter. If you don't know the name, then you will put the get net adapter, the autocomplete. This is the facility here. You can find out which command you want to use. This is facility available in a PowerShell. So just put here command and hit enter. So it will get the information. Your adapter is Ethernet, Ethernet 2, 3, via Wi-Fi, Avast secure line VPN, 4 VirtualBox, all this. If you want to get the IP address, then you can put the get and then net IP address and hit enter. So it will be displayed the IP address to provide the each interface. So these are the commands which can be used to check the IP address. If you want to add the new IP address, so you can put this. If you want to set the net IP address of the existing, so you can use. There is a one more command which can be used. It is called ipconfig. Ipconfig command is a well-known command. All of you know about this. So ipconfig command used for the checking the configuration, which type of the configuration is there. But also there is a lots of the option or the switch can be used with the IP configuration, ipconfig. And those switch are including /all, /renew, /release, display DNS, plus DNS. So now the question is here the using the IP address and with this all this command. For the example here, like this is the Ethernet adapter and the information you will get the IP address, you will get the information subnet mask and you will get the information of the default gateway. But you cannot see the information related to the DNS. So in this case, what you can do, you can use the ipconfig /all command. It will display all the information, including the MAC address and the DNS server. Here it is the DNS server information, and also you will get the information of the MAC address. Okay. Right now you can also use the renew, release, DNS display. Now the question is that how will you know what the use of this particular switch, what is the use of? So you can put the ipconfig and space / then hit enter. Once you will hit enter, so you will get the information here. Like when you will use the all, it will display all the configuration information. When you use the renew the IP address for the specified adapter. Means renew means taking the new IP address and removing the previous IP address. When you use the renew 6, it will renew the IPv6. We will discuss later, but there is a flush DNS. There is a DNS cache is available on the system. So when you will use the flush DNS, it will flush or remove. So how you can check the DNS ipconfig / check the cache of the DNS. So you will use the display DNS. Okay, when you will check here, you can see there is a lots of the DNS cache exists. So if you want to remove this cache memory, so you can use the flush DNS. So flush DNS will remove all the type of the DNS configuration which is stored in a cache memory. If you want to register any DNS, so you can use the register DNS as well. Okay. So these are the ipconfig commands which can be used with the Windows operating system.